All right, so we get a lot of questions about how to maximize your ROI on leads. I want you to think about this, okay? When you think about working leads, what are you doing? You're already spending money on leads, you're buying leads. How are you maximizing that spend, that investment, so that you can get a return? How do you get a return on that? So I'm actually doing a virtual workshop December 17th from 10 a.m. to noon, $37, links below, whatever, okay? But I'm gonna give you a taste of that right now for free. Whether you do it or not, whether you pay for it or not, I don't care, okay? It's free. But here's what I'm gonna share. I'm going to share specifically, right? Dialing techniques, texting techniques, emailing techniques, voicemail techniques, follow-up techniques, okay? I'm also going to be sharing actual scripting, and then literally some new modern strategies that you can use. Okay, so we're going to cover a lot. It's going to be a couple hours. It's going to be great. But I'm going to give you a taste today and really think through texting for a second, because we started doing this a lot, by the way. Okay, so when we have like, I'm going to give you an example. We have like an 8% road show in a different city. Our team will then go and text everyone that is on our list that is in that local area within a few hours. So let me think about you, right? So if you have some aged leads, right? And you have, let's just say, hundreds of them. Well, what are a few things that you can do? You can obviously dial them, you can email them, you can follow up, you could even door knock them, right? Like that's a good way to actually maximize that. I'm doing a training for an agency for an hour next week on just door knocking. That's a way to maximize your lead spend. Now, if you're selling virtually, you can't. But what can you do with aged leads? Well, you can literally text hundreds of them. Here's some of the things that I'm thinking about when I'm texting, right? I like to use their first name, okay? I like to tell them who I am, why I'm texting them. That's important. I want to give them some type of piece of data to prove that I know that they responded. It could be date of birth, could be address, could be something tangible, that some favorite hobby, color, whatever, right? Some type of data that they gave you that you can use to prove that you actually got a request, right? I like also using like, I'm getting back to you versus you did this. One of my favorite phrases, right? That's a side note. I'm getting back to you, okay? Because really, you're not like, most people, they yell at people, right? Like, hey, you did this, so I'm doing this. That's kind of like like that's kind of like at someone versus, hey, I'm getting back to you. You request the information. It's my job to get it to you. I'm just getting back to you, right? Which is good. But after the data, I really want to finish with a question. And not just any question. I love either or type stuff. Now, do I always do that? No, but I find myself doing that in sales a lot, right? So if I said, hey, if you were like, Cody, I struggle with objections, I would say, okay, do you struggle with like, what type of objections do you struggle with, right? Do you struggle with, call me back or not interested? Well, normally this one, okay? And do you think you struggle with that because you don't know the answer, or you know how to respond, you just haven't trained on it enough? That's an either or scenario. So I like putting that. So you may text somebody like, hey, Betty, this is Cody. I'm getting back to you about your request for final expense quotes. You listed your favorite hobby as fishing, so thank you for doing that. That was your secret password, whatever, right? I just need to, it's my job to get you the information. Would you have more time today or tomorrow to get that to you? Right? That's the full like variation and idea. I don't want like a book, right? It could be something short. Like I really want it to be as short as possible, but those are some of the pieces that I think about when I'm texting, when I'm thinking through texting, right? Because there's a lot of different ways to like follow up, things you can do, things you can say to maximize your spend. But a lot of people, you think about this, like if you spend, and that's what we're going to go over on this workshop, by the way. If you think about it, if you spend $500 a week on leads, you've spent $25,000 over the course of a year. Say you're in the business 10 years, you spent $250,000 on leads. So say you have a 40-year career, you're spending millions. Like maximizing and actually knowing how to handle it is really important. So you think about it when you're spending money. I always think about something, so here's the way I approach things. If I need to improve at something, I say, okay, who's really good at this? Like Dylan and I were working on growing the YouTube, right? What did we do? We went and found someone that was really good at YouTube. We hired them. We paid them money to coach us on how to get better at videos in YouTube. Well, and then we got better at it, right? So that's my natural instinct. What's your natural instinct when you think about doing that? So think about when you're maximizing leads, what are some of the top things that you're doing to make sure that you are utilizing some modern ways, whether you're doing virtual sales or in-person sales? I love texting. I'm big on texting. I think texting is a phenomenal way to get in front of people. It's non-threatening. People appreciate it. It's totally fine. I'm a big fan, and I think you should do more of it. If you love what I'm talking about and you like the taste of, dude, I need to be maximizing my investments, my spend, age leads, somebody gives them to you, you spend money, I don't care. There's several ways to accomplish it, and I'm going to be doing that December 17th. Hope to see you on it. If you love this video, you know I got another one that you're gonna love. I got a video just to your right here. Click on that, it's gonna be amazing. You're gonna love it, and I'll see you in there.
You know, the 5-point rebuttal is first thing you do is you agree, and then you're gonna repeat, then you're gonna isolate, then you're gonna overcome, and then you're gonna close.